Good morning, everybody, and welcome to John Randall Field here at beautiful Chihinkapa Park in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Welcome, everybody, to the Three Borders Sports Network, and welcome to our pregame show here brought to you by Wahpeton. Welcome to our world of farm machinery offering Wilrich, Concord, and Wishick branded machinery. Wahpeton. We want to thank them for being our pregame show sponsor. And Brian Watson's joining me here. I'm Joel Schreiner. We've got the first game of the day here. And we are at 8 o'clock start as a scheduled first pitch after the introductions and the national anthem. And PA announcer Mike Rittenauer will be announcing the starting lineups, and then we'll have the national anthem. And I see we've got some umpires here already here, Coach, and we're ready to go.
Should be a fun 3 days of baseball.
How about that? 16 games, man.
16 games. You might get tired.
I might.
A little voice tired.
I might. I've got a little help coming on Saturday, so I'll have a little help here. You're unable to be with me, so you're going to be out of town, and so I got Madison Nelson Gira coming in to help me out a little bit, and he'll give me a little relief.
Bringing in the heavy hitters.
Yeah. Once again, everybody, welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Wahpeton, our pregame show sponsor, and all of our other sponsors here. Will Ulick and Thrivent are going to bring you your starting lineups here in just a few seconds. The scoreboard sponsor is always Farmers Union Insurance and Kyle DeVries. We want to thank Kyle for always stepping up here and being a loyal sponsor
One
of
of
ours.
the original, the OGs, the original sponsors, Three Borders Sports. We appreciate that.
Yep, and Thrivent and Will Ulick, one of the originals too as well. Our Call to the Pen sponsor is going to be OSPTI, always been there for us too as well. Your therapy clinic of choice with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and of course in Breckenridge. Call to the Pen sponsor, OSPTI. Our postgame sponsor is Mindak Farmers Cooperative, offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for full-time employment at Mindak Farmers Co-op. Our Mound Visit sponsor is going to be Carlson Family Insurance. Stop and see Eric and the crew down on 2nd Avenue in Wahpeton. And then we've got some general sponsors too as well. Wahpeton Daily News, Red River Human Services, the City of Wahpeton, Three Rivers Crisis Center, Digital Guru stepped on board for the summer, Brian, and we welcome them aboard.
Yeah, we like that.
And First Community Credit Union is back as well here. First Community Credit Union is back for the summer schedule. And they picked a good time to come back in with 16 games here between now and Sunday night. Going to be a busy one. And then we want to thank Gripper Sports, downtown Wahpeton, on Dakota Avenue for all your favorite sports teams apparel. Stop and see Gripper and Tyler down there as you see Big Stone, South Dakota, tuning up here and getting ready to go. Finishing up their I.O. Got a nice, beautiful day here at John Randall Field here today, Brian. It's sun-drenched, if you can use that word.
Sun-drenched, got the windows open in the press box. It's going to get a little warm today, I think, Joe.
Yeah, it's supposed to get up into the mid to upper 70s, I think, today. And it's a good day for baseball with a high sky here, and we've got a great day scheduled. Right now it's about 63 degrees here at John Randall Field. Humidity a little thick at 76%. I don't think it's supposed to get much higher than that, though. So and winds out of the west at 6 miles an hour. So our umpires here for the first game, Josh Nordick. He's the umpire-in-chief for the tournament. And out there assisting him is Robert Wanick from the Daily News.
Robert Wanick, there we go.
Yeah. He's out there at home plate, and he's joined by head coach of the Post-20 Legion is Chris Kappas. And walking out here is Arvid Mueller for the Big Stone South Dakota team. I forgot to ask his post number when I was down there. I forgot to do that. And he didn't have it written on his sheet, so I don't know his post number for Big Stone. Let's take a break, Brian, and we'll come back with the starting lineups here. I got something else I got to do here, so I'll quick take a break. And when we come back, we'll have your thriving starting lineups. Again, you've been listening to the Wahpeton pregame show. We'll be right back after this.
Since the inception of Wahpeton, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Welcome back to John Randall Field here in Chehinkapa Park, Wahpeton, North Dakota. And again, Legion Baseball all weekend, the Wahpeton Invitational Legion Baseball Tournament here. 8 teams vying for a championship Sunday, and we'll have 6 games today and 6 games tomorrow and 4 on Sunday for the placings. We've got Big Stone City here, Fergus Falls, Billings, Montana, of course, Wahpeton, Post 20, Breckenridge, Minnesota, Detroit Lakes, Lemoore, and Wahpeton B Squad. Again, we're welcome here to the Vaterstad pregame show, and now we're going to bring you the starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, Wahpeton's going to be the home team all the way through the tournament here, and they get the third base dugout every time, too. Both Wahpeton teams, by the way. So leading off for Big Stone, number 33 is Hunter Merritt. He'll be at third base. Number 10 will be Carter Powell. He'll be the starting pitcher for Big Stone here in Game 1. Batting second, Josh Mueller. First base, wearing number 9, will bat third. Drew Boots will play center field and wear number 2, batting fourth. Number 28, Isaac Kirchberg. He's the left fielder, batting fifth. Number 35, Carter Lee, second baseman, will bat sixth. Number 19, Connor Danielson, the shortstop, number 19. Number 4, Isaac Brown, right fielder, and batting ninth will be number 3, the right fielder, Isaiah Tando. So there's your starting lineups for Big Stone. Head coach Arvid Mueller, assistant coach Joe Stottleman. So we'll take a look now at the Thrivent starting lineups. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. The starting lineups for the Wahpeton Legion Post 20 team. Be leading off for the Post 20 will be Caden Kappas at shortstop. He'll wear number 5. Batting second will be Tori Ulick at center field. He'll wear number 20. Jackson Fleeflet will get an unusual start today, Brian, at third base for Jackson. He'll be over at third base wearing number 7, batting third. Jaden King will be in right field wearing number 6. Gavin Schroeder will be in left field and wearing number 2. Number 9 will be Caden Hockert at second base. He'll bat 6th. Batting 7th will be number 18, Riley Timian, the designated hitter. Number 11, Josiah Hoffman at first base. He'll bat 8th, and batting 9th will be Jack Rittenauer, the catcher. And the starting pitcher for Wahpeton will be Nick Zock. And head coach will be Chris Kappas. Assistant coaches Steve Hockert and Mike Schroeder. And I think we've got the Dodge girls here to sing the national anthem. Keegan Lynch, Josiah Brewer are your substitutes here for Wahpeton. I think I mentioned the umpires today, Brian, as Josh Nordick and Robert Wanick Jr. And we're going to salute the flag of our nation. Not a bad job for 3 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning there, Brian. Addie Dodge doing a nice job here and singing our national anthem as we honor America and our veterans past and present at home and abroad as they serve our great country and provide the things that we have here in the United States of America. Addie Dodge singing our national anthem at 8 o'clock in the morning, buddy. Can you do that in the shower?
I don't think I can do that at any time. So,
I don't think I can do it any time either.
I'm barely functioning this morning. So
I was always told I couldn't carry a tune in a suitcase. So
there you go. Bump. He'll be here all week, everyone.
Mm-hmm. All weekend for sure. So, all right. Once again, welcome everybody to John Randall Field here in Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson here, and we've got 16 games of coverage coming up here. Brian, I want to just quick talk here. Some injuries and some things that have happened here to Post 20. We've got a little bit of a shake-up here. Jack Rittenauer, usually at second base. He's going to move to behind the plate, and moving over to third base here is going to be Jackson Fleeflet. So a little bit of a shake-up here in the lineup.
That might take you some getting used to.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to do that, but we'll do the best we can, folks. And Nick Zock is going to be starting out on the hill here for the Post 20 boys, and they're wearing their red uniforms trimmed in navy blue today and gray pants with a pinstripe on them. And then over on the other side here for Big Stone, they're in white pants, green socks, green jerseys, white numbers. So easy to tell the two teams apart on the field, so that'll be a pretty good comparison here, so you won't have too much trouble telling them apart on the field.
Yeah, I finally got the colors right on the scoreboard there.
So I want to welcome everybody for watching us on Red River Communications Cable Channel 125. We want to thank Red River Communications for making that available for folks in town here and wherever you may be watching at some of the outlying cities. We've got baseball all weekend. So you want to sit up from 8 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. tonight, and same thing tomorrow. And Sunday we start at 8 a.m. and our last game is scheduled for 3, so get off early on Sunday, I guess.
Well, you got to, after working hard the weekend, we got to give you some kind of break.
There you go. So Madison Nelson Guerra will be joining me here on Saturday. Some folks remember his name from Post 20 days. Maddie will be joining us, spending some time at KFGO, and he's coming down to join us tomorrow. So leading off is going to be Hunter Merritt, and the first pitch at 8:01 a.m. 8:01 first pitch. 63 degrees here in John Randall Field, and Zock, the lefty, set to deliver pitch number 2. Comes up high and away there. It's 1-1 now. PA announcer Mike Rittenauer with the call. That sails outside on Zock as well, so it's 2-1. Brian, the new concession stand is open. It's not completely finished, but we can get a burger today if we want.
It looks good, Joe. I mean, it's starting out good. You got the shingles on, and just need to get the siding done over there. And
yeah.
What are you slacking for?
Well, we worked on it yesterday again. So it's 2-2 to Merritt.
No, there's a lot of work that's gone in the new concession stand and some of the renovations down here at John Randall Field, and they're turning out really nice.
We want to it's a 2-2 pitch just off the corner. It's full count now. Zock was looking for that call there, didn't get it. Yeah, we want to thank the Shannon family for their nice donation here to be able to build a new concession stand. And there's a little drive out to center field. Ulick hustling over, dives for it, and did he make the catch? Nope, it fell in behind him. So a base hit to right center field for Hunter Merritt.
Yeah, just kind of a blooper there. Normally you see Torrey make that play. I don't think he got a real good jump on it, able to get there. I think it hit his glove and then bounced out. He laid out nicely for it.
Carter Powell, the pitcher, steps up to the plate now. Number 2 hitter in the lineup. Yeah, I think, it's a different sun angle for these guys here because there's a call strike to Powell.
Yeah, not used to playing a lot of early morning games.
Right.
John ran a lot of late games, late afternoon, evening games, but not a lot of 8 a.m. games for Post 20.
Yeah, the sun angle is just a little bit different for these guys, so maybe he just didn't pick it up off the bat very well. As that one sails outside, it's 1-1. So Ulick made the diving attempt for it, and it's called a base hit. Wouldn't be surprised to see Torrey come up with those catches if a couple more times here in the tournament.
They check Merritt back to first. Keep him honest.
We've got some new camera angles we're going to try and bring to you here this summer too, don't we, Brian?
Yeah, once we get going in Legion season, I was going to
Popped
be
out of play.
back. Once we get going here, Legion season, then your partner here can get some extra time. We got a camera we're gonna try and put out in center field and some different angles from the side and see how that looks.
Yeah, we're working on that. So we tried it in the parade, and it seemed like it worked.
Yeah,
good.
some of the new equipment that we have worked well in the parade.
1-2, and the swing goes out to right field. It's going to land out in front of Jaden King, and runners at first and second.
So Big Stone starting out with 2 hits here right away, and putting Post 20 back on their heels.
It's right down the right field line, a little blooper over to the other side there in front of Jaden King. It's going to bring up Josh Mueller, the first baseman now, with runners at first and second. So the infield fly rule is in effect here with less than 2 outs and runners at first and second. So Nick Zock already in a pinch here in the first inning here. And the pitch comes right across the plate. A little too early with your number 3 hitter to bunt here, Brian, but it may cross a mind a little bit later on in the game if it's a close game.
Yeah, I mean, you got runners out there. You know, you want to see if you want to try and move them over. I mean, you already got 1 in scoring position. We'll see if you can get both of them over there.
And there's the pickoff move to
You might
second.
get them.
Ooh, just barely under that one as Robert Wanick calls him safe back there.
That was close there.
It was a timing move there. It's a call between the shortstop and the pitcher. Sometimes Coach Kappas will call that one from the bench with a keyword. So Zock comes in. There's the bunt, Brian. Right down the first baseline. Nobody's going to be at the bag in time. And did he tag him?
He did not get him.
Did not get him. Missed the tag. So perfect bunt there by Mueller, Brian.
Yeah, Mueller laid that down nicely, right down the grass there, down the first base line. And Wahpeton not able to execute the out at first base.
So Coach Mueller calling for the bunt here to move the runners into scoring position. Ends up with a base hit single here, as the coverage at second base was not there for Post 20. So Drew Brutes comes up. Sorry.
Yeah, Post 20 getting a little bit of their own medicine there, small ball.
Small ball. Zock delivers, swing and a miss there by the number 4 hitter, Drew Boots.
So you got what you want. If you're Big Stone, you got your 4 hitter up there with 3 ducks on the pond.
Yep. So the Post 20 boys got their work cut out for them here defensively here to try and stop the bleeding, if you will. And there's another pickoff move to second base. That time back easily was Carter Powell.
Yeah, the first throw back to second was right on the bag, and the runner just got underneath it. That one a little bit higher and away. They'll call time and let the runner clean off a little bit.
Get the Agri-Lime out of your pants. Zock delivers, swing and a miss. It's strike 2 here now to the number 4 hitter, Drew Boots.
Working that outside edge, and 2 nice pitches there by Zock.
Even though Post 20's home here today, Coach, we got a little bit of a crowd.
Yeah, I think as the day goes on and
Yeah.
teams start piling in here, nice strikeout there by Nick Zock to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, went outside off the plate there, and Drew Boots chased it.
Yeah, I think, once the games get going here and
Yeah.
you get all the teams down here and, the fans from out of town come in and get used to the accommodations down here, it's going to be a nice day for baseball with nice crowds.
All right, force at every bag with Isaac Kirchberg, the left fielder, at the plate. Having Sales outside again. Zock struggling a little bit outside here, Brian. And
Yeah.
I don't know if he's coming down wrong or what. I haven't really been watching his motion as a left-hander to a left-hander.
Work the corner for the first strikeout there. See if he can turn 2 and get out of this inning.
Sales up high. It's 2-0. Zock signed with the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats. Going to play baseball there next spring.
Their hometown product playing at Science School.
Yep. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. One out here. Bases are loaded for Big Stone.
Zoc finding the heat, and it's working for him.
2-1 count. One out. Bases loaded for Big Stone.
Wahpeton shifting their defense a little bit to the right here.
Swung on and missed. Strike 2 to Kirchberg. So Zoc coming back here. He loaded the bases here with 3 straight singles and got a strikeout, looking for his second one here. Corners are in for post 20, but the middle infield is back deep to try and see if they can get a double play ball. And the count is now full, Brian. So no room at the end, as my old coach would say.
Bring the heat here. See what happens here.
Let your defense work. Corners are in.
That one
outside. Sailed outside on Zoc. He gives up the first run with a walk and forces a run in. So coming across to score the first run of the game is Hunter Merritt. Moving to third is Powell. Moving to second is Mueller. And at first base, Kirchberg. And Carter Lee, the second baseman, steps up to the plate.
Yeah, tough at bat there for Nick Zoc. Did a good job of getting the batter before the strikeout, and then had 2 strikes there and just not able to finish him off.
Just outside and low, it's ball 1.
Like to try and get out of this inning if you can with as little damage as possible. Bases loaded still.
There's a strike at the knees. It's 1-1. I'm going to give Chad Affield a little grief here. He hasn't
texted yet?
Hasn't texted yet, but he can't be here until about 4:30 this afternoon, his other job that he has. He's got more than one job, too. And he's over at his other job till about 4:30 today, so he'll be here for the second half of the day.
According to him, he's always working.
Yeah, as we got a mound visit here brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Located on 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton, Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Carlson Family Insurance mound visit as Coach Kappas wants to talk to his youngster, Nick Zoc, and just kind of settle him down a little bit. And kind of missing the strike zone, just telling him, hey, just pound the strike zone, let the defense work.
Yeah, just pitch and catch there and just kind of settle down, get those nerves out. Early morning game, first game of the tournament, and just got to work through it, see if we can get out of this inning.
Jada Blado is listening at work today and watching. She's got us on in the – she probably doesn't want me to say that too loudly there for her boss to hear, but Jada Blado watching back at the office and appreciates the stream, so we appreciate Jada tuning in. Thank you.
The question is she supposed to be watching?
Yeah, Jada can do what she wants.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, the count's 2 balls, 1 strike after that mound visit by head coach Chris Kappas, and Jack Rittenauer went out there to visit with Zoc. And Nick delivers, and that one's right down the middle. A little chopper right back to Zoc. He'll flip it to Rittenauer, and over to first. They got the double play ball. So that's the way you write it up here. A little chopper back to the mound. Nick Zoc flips it to Rittenauer, and then Rittenauer down to first base. Covering at first base was Josiah Hoffman. So 1, 2, 3 double play, and the post 20 boys get out of it. We'll be right back after 1 inning of play here, or half inning of play. Big Stone 1, Wahpeton coming to bat.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2111. 1-5.
Do you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
We got a lot of people watching here all of a sudden here. We got all kinds of text messages. Karen and Carly are watching again on Red River Communications Channel 125. Thank you, Karen and Carly. And Wendy Kaler's tuned in too. She says, Jada probably isn't supposed to be watching, but I am too. She said, ha, ha, ha. So thanks, Wendy. Appreciate it.
I was going to say, don't people work? And they're probably saying the same thing about me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I have vacation day today, Joe.
Oh, okay.
I got some
boy.
vacation I got to use up. So
I hear you.
I got a lot of vacation I got to use up. When you work hard, you earn extra vacation.
Oh, stop.
I'm just
Poor
saying.
thing. Caden Kappas leads off for post 20, the shortstop, leadoff hitter. Merritt coming in on the grass here in the first few pitches here to see if Caden Kappas might lay one down in the grass. I don't expect Caden to bunt. I think he's going to be swinging away myself. It's personal opinion. And the pitch. And it's pulled to the deep shortstop. Getting over for that one is Danielson, but he's not going to get the speedy Kappas.
Yeah, hit that one, hitting just the perfect spot, deep in the hole there. And the throw not in time. Kappas with his wheels, that's going to be a tough throw and out. And Wahpeton gets the leadoff hitter on.
Caden Kappas reaches here on a base hit here deep to the hole at shortstop. Danielson just couldn't quite get over there and cover the speedy Kappas. So speed on the bases already here. Tori Ulick, the center fielder, steps up to the plate. Speaking of speed. And there goes Caden already on the first pitch, and he'll get in easily down at second base. So he's in scoring position already here for Tori Ulick.
Well, I think
Good jump.
behind 1-0. Post 20 wants to try and get that run back.
Yep.
And right away aggressive on the base pads.
Really wide open stance there for Tori Ulick. The lead foot way almost outside the box. And that one goes behind him, and Kappas will easily scoot over to third base. Carter Powell on the mound for Big Stone, and Isaac Brown behind the plate. Powell and Brown.
Post 20 with the tying run at third base now.
And nobody out.
And nobody out.
So I don't know. We'll see. We know that Torrey likes to put the ball down and try to beat it out, but I don't know if he'll do it here. He might be swinging away. That one goes outside, and it's ball 2-1.
Yeah, we know Torrey's patient at the plate, too, as well.
Yes, he is. Had a good high school season for the Wahpeton Huskies.
All-conference player.
Yes, he was. There's a swing and a chop or a fly ball out to left center. Coming in to make the catch was Kirchberg, but tagging up easily was Caden Kappas. So an RBI sacrifice fly for Tori Ulick. Doesn't go against his average. He gets the RBI and the sacrifice.
And just like that, post 20 ties up the game.
So a fly ball to Kirchberg is the first out here, but coming along quickly here to score was Caden Kappas. So that's going to bring up Jackson Fleeflet, the third baseman. Unusual to say because he's usually catching.
Well, he might get tongue-tied a couple times.
Yeah,
here
he might
with that
say
one.
something. Yeah, and that one sails up high here.
Jackson, another Wahpeton Husky that had a good spring baseball season.
Yep.
Probably worthy of being all-conference, but Wahpeton only got one in.
That one went back over the backside of his helmet there, and he wisely drops his bat.
Wahpeton had a couple players that you could consider for all-conference.
Yeah.
Kappas, Fleeflet, Ulick, of course. Team that made it to the state tournament.
Made it to the state tournament this year, so congratulations to the Wahpeton Huskies. They represented themselves well. They played Dickinson in the first game. Lost a close one to them. I think it was it 3-1?
3-1, I believe.
Yeah.
3-1, 4-1.
Yeah. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Fleetfoot, nobody on base, and he'll draw the walk. So Jackson trots down to first base, and that's going to bring up the number 4 hitter, Jaden King, the right fielder. Sophomore, going to be a junior here. He's played with this bunch of boys all the way through Babe Ruth. Jaden King stretching out, man. He's getting tall.
Yeah, he is. Going to be a nice addition to the basketball floor for the Wahpeton Huskies, too.
That one sails up high as Fleetfoot got a big secondary lead down at first base. Catcher looks down at him. Brown looks down and thought about tossing it down there, but did not. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jaden King. Now the pickoff move, and that one bounces in the dirt, picked up there by Mueller. As Fleetfoot gets hit in the side of the ribs. I think he's getting some dirt out of his eyes right now, though. So he's ready to go again. Got some special rules here for the tournament, too, as well. We'll try to go through some of those. A little bit different than normal baseball. There's another pickoff move over from Powell to Mueller. And Fleetfoot back safely.
Yeah, I think with Kappa stealing that base, Big Stone want to try and hold those runners best as possible.
Swung on and missed, and swung on and hit. A single out to left field for Jaden King. So a nice base hit rip there for Jaden King.
So Jaden doing his job, moving Jackson over. Wahpeton in business here again with the runner in scoring position.
Yep, so Fleetfoot at second base. King at first, going to bring up the left fielder, Gavin Schroeder. Again, Gavin with more speed for the Post 20 boys.
Yeah, this Post 20 team has some wheels.
So we'll see if 1 out here. And that one sails up high and outside. Thank all of our sponsors again, Vaterstad, Thrivent, Farmers Union Insurance, Scoreboard and Kyle DeVries, Wahpeton Daily News. Swung on a little fisted out to the first base side, getting over to pick it up is Mueller, and he hustles over to first. Schroeder moves up the runners, but is put out at first base, and that'll be out number 2.
Just kind of jammed inside, able to work it down the first baseline. Runners get over, and even with the wheels, Rittenauer not able to beat that one out.
I thought if it was over just a little bit further, but Gavin, when he swung at that, kind of inside-outed that hit there, and it went over.
Let's try Schroeder there with the nice bat.
There's a fly ball out to right field by Caden Hockert. And over his head out in right field as Tando chases it back to the fence, and Hockert's heading for third. And the throw comes into third, and Hockert will come in standing up as the throw goes high. So 2 RBIs on the triple by Caden Hockert.
Yeah, that ball hit just deep over the right fielder's head all the way back to the wall. And Caden able to stand up on third. Got halfway to third there, thought he was going to slide head first, and then able to just stand up into third for the triple.
So Caden Hockert with a couple RBIs on that one. Brings up Riley Timian, the designated hitter here. As Riley takes up a little bit high there, it's ball 1. 2 outs here, and at third base on the triple there is Caden Hockert. So Post 20 comes back and answers with 3 here. There's a foul ball out of play over the first base dugout. And we'll come back for the next pitch here by Carter Powell. And Brian, they're going a few different rules here to try and keep the tournament moving along here. 8-run rule is going to be used after 5 innings of play. A 12-run rule after 4.
Oh, wow.
So a little bit, that one inside. Catches Riley on the inside there, and Riley's going to get a free pass on the hit by pitch. Off the left shoulder. So it's going to bring up Josiah Hoffman, first baseman, wearing number 1. So it's a fresh count here. Runners at the corners now for the Wahpeton Post 20. And Powell delivers, and there goes Timian down to second base, but not scooting away far enough for Hockert to come in, as going down to second base on the wild pitch was Riley Timian.
You thought maybe Hockert might have a chance to get in there, but Brown doing a good job of getting back there and tracking that ball down.
Yeah, he knocked it down enough so it didn't scoot away too far. OSPTI, Carlson Family Insurance, Red River Human Services, City of Wahpeton. Swung on and fouled back just over the canopy here.
That one worked his way into the grandstand.
Yeah, it did. Come around. They must have done a curveball right around the pillar there.
First time we've seen that.
There you go, young man. Take it back for a souvenir or a lollipop over at the concession stand. Swung on and missed there by Hoffman. It's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The backstop here is netted really well, and you don't see a ball come into the grandstand
Nope.
very often.
Not very often. That's the first one I think I've ever seen in here since we put the net up. And there's a swung on and missed, and it's strike 3 to Josiah Hoffman. That'll end the inning here for the Wahpeton Post 20, but not before they score 3 runs on 3 hits unofficially and leaving 2 on base. We'll be right back. 1 inning complete here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Big Stone 1, Wahpeton 3. The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Welcome back, everybody, to John Randall Field and Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson and I'm Joel Schreiner. We're here with the call for today's first game of 6 here at John Randall Field. And after 1 inning of play here, Brian, the Post 20 boys give up 1 run in the top of the first, but they answer back with 3 very nicely in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, able to get things done at the plate, which they've been known to do. So now let's see if they can get themselves a speedy inning here and move right along.
So we'll see if Nick Zock can come back out and get the 7, 8, 9 hitters. 1, 2, 3 would be nice here to get back in and score some more runs as he faces Connor Danielson, the shortstop.
See if those runs give Nick a little comfort, and he gets the strike there way up high.
Danielson saw it coming in eye level, and he says, I want that one.
Like that.
Looks big and fat when they come in like that. Let's see what Zock puts this one, though. Tried to hit the outside high corner. Danielson wisely lays off that one.
He's had a couple of batters chase at that pitch.
Mm-hmm.
There again.
And the lefty sails outside.
Just had a problem finding the plate there. I know he's trying to work the edge, but just having a problem finding it.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and he gets the strikeout anyway. So Connor Danielson retired on strike for the first out.
Well, he certainly got the fastball working, that's for sure.
He does. So the lefty's going to face Isaac Brown next, and Isaac is the right fielder for Big Stone. I thank folks for tuning in. If you're down in Big Stone, South Dakota watching, we appreciate you tuning in too as well to our YouTube channel. And we will cover every game. So Big Stone will be playing, let's see, when do they play again here, Brian? I should explain the tournament a little bit too here for folks so they understand how this is all working. Swung on and missed. It's strike 2. Big Stone plays again later today at 6 p.m. So we'll have the game on here again. There's 2 pools, the blue division and the red division. And in the blue division is swung on and fouled back into the net. In the blue divisions, Big Stone, Fergus Falls, excuse me, Billings, and Wahpeton A squad. Excuse me. And then in the red division, Breckenridge, Minnesota, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, Lemoore, North Dakota, and the Wahpeton B squad. And there's a little Popper right back up to Kappas, makes the catch, and retires Brown.
Yeah, just a nice, easy, routine catch there for Kappas. Playing back on the edge, able to just slide right over. Thought off the bat it might get over his head.
Yeah, it looked like it might, didn't it?
Kind of jumped, but died right in his glove.
Isaiah Tando, the right fielder, steps up, the number 9 hitter. So like we talked at the top of the inning here, Brian, Nick Zock and Coach Kappas want to get out of this 1-2-3 here with the 7, 8, 9 hitters. And leading off ball 1 here to Tando.
Yeah, the top of that order did some damage right away with 3 base hits to start the game.
Swung on and missed. That one sailed outside on Zock again, but close enough for Tando to swing.
Like I said, he's had a couple batters chase that outside pitch.
So each team will play 3 games in their division, in their pool. That one's low, 2-1. So each team will play 3 games. Big Stone plays twice today. They'll play once on Saturday, and then once the places are set, as there's a call strike, and once the places are set in each pool, the first place team of each pool will play for the championship at 3:30 on Sunday. Second place teams will play for third place. And swung on a miss and a strikeout. Retires the side, so just what Coach Kappas and Nick Zock wanted, a 1-2-3 inning here, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After an inning and a half, Big Stone 1, Wahpeton 3. We'll be right back with more right here from John Randall Field after this.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Since the inception of Vaterstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
All right, welcome back to John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. We're heading to the bottom of the second. Post 20 leads Big Stone 3-1. And leading off for the Post 20 boys is going to be Jack Rittenauer, the catcher. Batting number 9, and then followed by Caden Kappas and then Tori Ulick. So there's your lineup here for the bottom of the second.
Crowd really starting to pile in now, Joe.
8 o'clock was a little too early for some.
I think so.
Yeah, oh yeah, we do have a lot of nice crowd coming in here. It's only $5 admission here for the whole day down here, so you can come down here, watch one game, and go home for a bit, and then come back again and watch another game, all for just $5, 1 day admission. So the Wahpeton Baseball Association doing some fair. Kids 18 and under are free too, by the way.
So I can get in free? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. I said kids under 18. As Rittenauer takes a strike, called at the knees.
I guess it's officially summer, Joe. Baseball going.
Yep.
Lakes are open.
Ooh, look out, Jack. That was just over his head there. Ball 1. 1-1. Yep, and pretty soon we'll smell the burgers grilling down there and the fried onions, and we're going to have baseball smells all over this place. That's inside and tight. Ball 2, 2-1.
That's not good for a guy like me. I'm trying to watch my girlish figure here.
Yep. And the pitch, 2-1 to Jack, is a little bit high. It's 3-1. I have I gotta be excited here, Brian. The Post 20 boys got some new jerseys they're going to break out. I don't know if they're going to break them out before the 4th of July or not, but pretty exciting, as that one is ball 4 to Jack Rittenauer.
I think I might have saw a picture.
Did you
of those
see? Yeah, I saw them
somewhere, and they remind me that color reminds me of something. I don't want to give it away, so we'll just let it.
Well, it was on a Facebook page,
yeah,
so I
know.
don't think we got to keep it a secret.
We don't. I mean,
I don't know.
Little twins motif there.
Little twins motif. Let's just say that. There you go.
Little Dairy Queen, maybe.
Yep. Caden Kappas at the plate. Swung on and pulled between third and short for a base hit. And rounding second and holding up there is going to be Rittenauer. So Caden Kappas 2 for 2 on the day. And we got runners at first and second again here for post 20.
So Kappas, heck, the bat's working today. And post 20 again. Trying to extend this lead here. Runners at first and second.
All right, so let's keep an eye here as we got another mound visit coming up as Coach Mueller wants to talk to his pitcher, Carter Powell. And this mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton, Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal.
Yeah, so Coach Powell going to go out there and just have a chat. And sort of same thing, Coach Kappas had to do in that first inning. Go out there and settle his pitcher down. And, he's got everybody there at the mound, the whole infield, and just kind of get them on the same page and say, okay, hey, these guys got your back right here. Just throw strikes, and we'll get it done.
So Torrey Ulick comes to the plate here again. We know Torrey batting from the left side here does like to lay him down, and we'll see if Coach Kappas called that there in his little quick offensive huddle. So nobody out. Runners at first and second. Torrey Ulick at the plate. And Torrey takes strike one at the knees.
Like the runners were going to go there.
Coach Kappas gave the signal down at the third base coach's box, and we'll see what happens here. Setting up outside is Brown. There goes Kappas Rittenauer is headed to third. That one's going to be in the gap for Torrey Ulick. He's going to easily get a double, and we'll see if we get 2 runs in, and he does. And here comes Torrey Ulick with the speed. Stand-up triple for Torrey Ulick.
Another one hit into the gap there. That one in the right center. And not all the way back to the wall, but with the wheels of Ulick, he's able to turn that into a triple and knocks in 2 more runs.
No trouble there at all for Torrey to get to third, standing up easily, not even a throw to attempt over there. As Jackson Fleeflut walked in his first at-bat and scored. Comes to the plate now with Ulick at third and nobody out.
The Boots got over there to get that ball and slipped as he got to it. And that allowed Ulick to make it over the third uncontested.
I didn't see him slip there, Brian. I was watching the runners, and I didn't see him slip. So thank you for saying that. So 2 runs here in the bottom of the second for post 20, and again, lead 5-1. Swung on by Fleeflut, pop foul down the right field line, out of play. Got the scoreboard right there, bud? That a boy.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
You're right on it.
I'm trying to keep up.
I know it's early,
Yeah,
but you're doing good.
Yeah. Now, when I'm watching at home, I might give you a call and say, hey, Joe, you got to get on that scoreboard.
Yeah.
So
a little harder to do when you're by yourself sometimes.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot going on here. So
again, we got all 6 games today, 6 games tomorrow, and 4 on Sunday. Tell your friends, tell your relatives, keep the kids awake at night.
Phone the neighbors and wake the kids.
Ooh, and that one almost hits Jackson. Ooh. Didn't move very much, so I don't know if
missed him there. He was expecting that one to clip him and just missed him.
2-2 to the third baseman. Swung on and pulled between third and short for a base hit. So Fleeflut with the RBI as Torrey Ulick comes in to score. Torrey with 3 RBIs of his own. So I'm sorry, Brian, go ahead.
No, the post 20 just got the bats going here. And after, a slow start, they put 6 on the board here quickly.
So another mound visit here, and that's going to be a change in the pitching staff. A mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, and we'll come back with our call to the pen after this.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
All right, welcome back to John Randall Field here. Wahpeton leads Big Stone here in the bottom of the second, 6-1. Thank everybody for tuning in and watching it work there. And right now we've got a call to the pen brought to you by OSPTI. OSPTI, your therapy clinic of choice with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and, of course, in Breckenridge. And Sean and Chris Roberts were kind enough to provide a tent over there at the admissions tent there, so they're proudly sponsoring that over there, so we appreciate Chris and Sean doing that. OSPTI are called to the pen.
So we'll see here with the pitching change.
Yeah, I forgot to mention the names there, didn't I, on the call to the pen. Hunter Merritt comes in from third base, and then moving over to third base was Carter Powell. So Hunter Merritt steps up to the bump, and he will face Jaden King. So Powell gives up 6 runs here in actually just one inning pitch because he has not got any outs here in the second. Has pulled to the third base side. Powell's going to go over to second and pulls the second baseman off the bag there, and it went over his head out into left field, so Fleeflet scooted all the way over to third base on the errant throw.
Didn't waste any time there, didn't hesitate at all, listened to his third base coach, and just kept going to third as that ball went right over the head of the second baseman.
So the first error of the game here for Big Stone here on the errant throw. Puts runners at the corners here for the Wahpeton post 20 boys. Gavin Schroeder comes up to the plate. He grounded out the first in his first at bat.
Missed opportunity there for Big Stone. Had a chance to maybe turn 2.
There goes King, and uncontested. He'll go in standing up. So King at second, Fleeflet at third, and at the plate is Gavin Schroeder.
I think you're going to see Wahpeton be aggressive on the pads until they get thrown out at second.
It's fly ball out to center. Boots drifting over, makes the catch, falls down, but coming in to tag up easily on that one is going to be Fleeflet. So a sacrifice fly for Gavin Schroeder. Gets the run in on the catch by Boots as he stumbled to the ground there. Still a little bit of dew out there, Brian, maybe a little slippery.
Yeah, I would say so. You know, early morning game, grass is still wet. And Boots doing a good job of getting underneath it. He just lost his footing there at the end. And the runner scores.
So the first out here recorded for Big Stone against Wahpeton, and it brings up Caden Hockert. He tripled in his last at bat, out to right center field, actually over right fielder's head.
2 triples in this game already.
Yeah. Timian on deck. Hockert. And he swings on that one. It's popped up to the left side. Drifting back is Powell. On the skin, makes the catch and records the second out. So Hockert pops out to third.
Yeah, Powell doing a good job of getting underneath that one and making the easy out. 2 down now, runner at third.
Brings up Riley Timian. Was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Advanced as far as second.
Riley DHing today.
Riley's DHing today, man.
Normally he's at third base.
I don't see his Jay here. I haven't seen Jay yet, but maybe he's out spraying today. I haven't seen Jay. He might be on the grill later, too. You never know. There's timeout called there by Timian. Got something in his eye, so he wanted to clean it out. Riley's getting it shaken out.
Yeah, you might need to get the bug spray out later today.
Might need to. Hey, Maddie's watching up in Fargo, buddy. Thanks for tuning in and watching Three Border Sports. Appreciate it, Maddie. I can't wait to be in the booth with me tomorrow, so we appreciate that. So, thanks, Maddie.
No, he knows he's not getting paid, right? we gotta make sure those guys that come in here,
yeah,
you know, especially those pros,
yeah,
you know,
somebody like him,
those big timers. They got to know they're doing some volunteer work for the community. We appreciate that.
I hope you heard that, Maddie. Powell picks it up at third, over to first, again throws it high. Timian reaches safely, and King comes home to score as Timian heads over toward second base. So another error here by the Big Stone team, and Powell throws that one over the head of the first baseman, Mueller, and advancing to second then is going to be Timian.
Yeah, a tough one there, just another high throw, and Big Stone with a chance to get themselves out of the inning, and that allows the run to come in and keeps the inning going for post 20.
Yeah, a couple of extra outs there, if you will. Josiah Hoffman at the plate. Swung on, pulled to the third base dugout.
Yeah, way early on that one.
When Josiah gets a hold of it, he can get a hold of it. I've seen him hit some deep fly balls. Again, Hunter Merritt on the mound. Isaac Brown behind the plate. 0-1. Little breaking pitch there. Comes up a little bit high. It's 1-1.
So 8-1 here, and just in the second inning.
Again, it's rules in this tournament is an 8-run rule after 5, 12 after 4. That was called strike on the outside corner. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Do you know if they'll stick to the schedule if the game gets done early? Are they going to?
I think they're going to stay pretty much on schedule, Brian. At least that's the word I heard. And there's a drive to center field, and Boots not going to get to it. It lands there for a base hit for Josiah Hoffman, and coming home to score is Riley Timian. So another base hit RBI here for the Wahpeton post 20 guys, as well as Josiah Hoffman gets a base hit and RBI.
Post 20 just have the bats rocking early in the morning. That one hit into the gap and just to the left of Boots and just perfectly placed, and the runner just jogs in. Now 9-1.
And post 20 has batted around here. Jack Rittenauer led it off with a walk in the bottom of the second, and he's back up at the plate now. So 10th hitter to come to the plate here for Wahpeton. And a nice base hit off the end of the bat there for Jack into the right field, and Hoffman scooting off to third. And a base hit for Jack. Nice little base hit off the end of the bat. Went with the pitch, Brian, and got a nice hit.
Hitting becoming contagious here, Joe.
What happens, doesn't it?
Well, we say that in basketball. You make a shot here, and then it gets contagious, and everybody's making shots right now. Everybody's getting a hit, and post 20's got it going. Runners at the corners now, 9-1 in the second.
Caden Kappas, speaking of getting hits, 2 for 2 so far today. 2 singles and scored twice. So Hoffman at third, Rittenauer at first. We'll see if Rittenauer has got the green light to go. Kappas swings on first pitch again. That one's in front of Boots out in center field, and nobody going to get to it. It looks good in the book. It's a single, and there goes Kappas. Nobody on second. He's going to dive in safely at second. Nobody covering the bag as the throw came back into the pitcher, Merritt, and nobody was covering the bag. And Caden Kappas, a smart base runner, took it.
Yeah, just a great heads-up play there by Kappas. That ball hit just into the trouble spot behind second base there on the edge of the grass, or edge of the infield. And everybody kind of looking at it. Second baseman, shortstop, center fielder Boots was coming in there, and nobody able to get there in time.
So runners at second and third again for Torrey Ulick. Torrey with a sacrifice fly and a triple. Looking to put 2 more runs across the board here for post 20, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. First Community Credit Union Digital Guru stepping on board for the summer here. We appreciate you guys coming on board as well. Gripper Sports, always dependable. Tyler and Gripper. They probably got it on down at the store. There's a drive out to center field. Boots looks like he's got this one gauged, though. He's going to drift over to his right and squeeze the ball. So Torrey Ulick flies out to center field, and that will end the inning here on the fly ball outstanding 2 here for the post 20 boys. But at the end of 2 innings of play, they score 7 more here and lead 10-1 as we go to the top of the third right after this.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just set it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Kasasa rewards.
Join in the celebration with your Kasasa account and start earning your money back today.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter.
We asked the team how we should celebrate
your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
All right, welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching here today. And we are also on Red River Communications Channel 125 today as well. So if you're watching on there, we appreciate that. And thanks to Red River Communications. Top of the order coming up here in the top of the third, Brian, for Big Stone, trailing 10-1, looking to try and create some offense here and get going against Nick Zock.
Well, this will be their second time through here, and see how Zock handles it. They went 1-2-3 with 3 base hits to start off the game, and they generated 1 run in that first inning with the top of their order here.
Hunter Merritt at the plate. He singled, as you said, Brian, out to right center field in front of Torrey Ulick. Made a diving catch for it. Just couldn't quite come up with it. Landed in behind him. So we'll see what Zock does here in the top of the third, facing Merritt for strike one. Now it's 1-1.
Zock with a big cushion here, so able to really relax there on the mound and see if he can just rock and fire.
So Zock settles in and delivers from the stretch.
Just a little low on that one.
2-1. Again, Zock from the stretch here. Delivers a little bit low there, 3-1. Again, the new concession stand is open today. It's not finished, but we're serving out of it today. So, and that one goes high and away there. It's ball 4, so Merritt draws the walk. His second time on base today, and that's going to bring up Carter Powell, the third baseman, the original starting pitcher. Yeah, we were here till about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock last night, getting things ready, Brian. So they've got the pizza oven in there, and the grill is going to be fired up here. I'm sure if it's not up, it's going to be fired up shortly. And that one's driven down the left field line for a base hit, right down the third base line after a diving Fleetfoot. Tried to catch that one, but it got under his glove.
Yeah, just right down the line there. Fleetfoot got a good jump on it, but just outside his outstretched arms. And here we go, top of the order. Big Stone in business again, just the way they started the game.
Yeah, you called it, Brian. That's going to be a big half inning here for Zock here to try and get these 1-2-3 hitters. And again, 1-2-3, their first 2 hitters are on so far, and Mueller singled in his first attempt. He bunted and got on.
And kind of the same as to start the game. Zock just having a little bit of trouble finding the plate, trying to get that outside edge, and just not able to catch it. And it looks like Coach Kapp is going to come out and have another chat with them.
Yeah, Coach Kapp is making another mound visit. This mound visit also brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. So Coach Kappas wants to settle him down a little bit here. I don't know where his pitch count is, Brian, but that might be something else that Coach Kappas wants to look at and maybe save him a little bit later for the tournament to come back in a couple days rest. But I would guess he's got to be up in that 50 range already.
Yeah, you're playing several games over the course of 3 days, and you don't get a chance to manage it as you would just a normal regular season game. You've got to try and manage those pitchers a little bit, shuffle them around, see if you can limit them here and there, and see if you can go back to them later in the tournament. You don't want to use them all up if you don't have to.
All right, Zock delivers the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Mueller. It's 1-1. Runners at first and second here. We're in the top of the third. So it's 1-1 pitch now to Josh Mueller. Swung on a miss, strike two. Mueller in his first at bat did single with a bunt single down the first baseline. Beautiful bunt down the first baseline. And picking it up was Hoffman, but not quite getting there in time was Zock to cover the bag. So Zock brings it home. Tried to play a little bit with a little deke move to second base, and I think they're going to call a balk on it because he brought his foot behind the rubber there and kind of a balk move. So it hit the runner, hit the pitcher. I'm sorry.
I think it hit him in the ankle there.
Yep, you're right.
He kind of pointed when he went down there, and
my fault. He's limping down there, and he says it hit him on the toe. He's pointing to Coach Joe Stottleman down at first base. He's going to try and run that one off yet. And again, Brian, bases are loaded here with the 1-2-3 hitters.
Yeah, here we are again. See now if Big Stone can generate a few more runs than they did in the top of the first. And Wahpeton, of course, want to try and hold them to 1 or none here and get out of this inning. Same situation, nobody out, but
right.
Bases loaded.
Yep, and he got a strikeout on Drew Boots, who comes to the plate now, the number 4 hitter in the first inning. So we'll see what Nick Zock does here now against the number 4 hitter, Drew Boots, with bases loaded for Big Stone. Swung on, popped out of play. I think it's going to be out of play, isn't it?
That's going to be just over the net there.
So no balls, 1 strike. Again, he was heading the count to Mueller and unfortunately hit him. And now he's ahead in the count to Drew Boots.
And, with this lead, Joe, 10-1 here, just throw strikes and let your defense help you out.
Yeah, you're with the 10-1 lead. Yeah, you can afford to do that for sure. So Zock, the lefty, brings it in, catches the corner for strike 2. Again, Drew Boots now behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
And Boots struck out in the first inning.
Zock to Boots. Got him on the outside corner again.
And that's what he had in the first inning.
Yep.
So he got him to chase on 2 of those on the outside edge, and does it again there to get the strikeout.
So Kirchberg walked in his last at bat and drove in the lone run for Big Stone as Merritt crossed the plate with the only run so far for Big Stone. That one sails way outside. Nice recovery there by Jack Rittenauer to catch that one from keeping it going back to the fence.
Yeah, Rittenauer doing his best Jackson Fleetfoot there, able to snag that one and prevent it from going all the way back and probably scoring a run there if that one gets by.
That one comes down low, and Jack again does a nice job stopping that one. So Rittenauer being a good backstop.
Earning his money right now, that's for sure.
So 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Isaac Kirchberg, the left fielder, again walked in his first at bat.
I think he was ahead of him in that first inning, too.
That one sails up high. It's 3-1. As Zock sets to deliver the pitch. Goes outside. It's ball 4. So again,
walk.
Man, my book looks a lot like the first inning, Brian. It's 3 runners, first 3 runners on, a strikeout, and then another walk, and that forces in the run.
Just the top of that order, able to manufacture the run and load the bases again here.
So number 6 hitter Carter Lee comes up.
Comes back to start with a strike here, get ahead.
This is where little chopper back to the mound here, and Zock came home with it, and then Rittenauer to first base for the double play. Ended the inning here with that little chopper back to the mound by Carter Lee. So, again, Zock looking for the same thing here.
2 nice strikes there.
And tries to catch that outside corner, yeah.
Yep.
Again, a nice crowd here at John Randall Field. And the pitch sails up high for Zock. It's 2-2. Again, I don't know. We're not keeping track of the pitch count up here, but I'm sure Zock's got to be well over 50. There's a swung on down to first base, and it took a high bounce over Josiah's head and into right field for a base hit. King comes in to cover that one, so just one run scores on the base hit single by Carter Lee.
Yeah, just a weird bounce there, and Josiah not able to handle that one.
So Carter Powell comes in to score the third run.
I don't know if that hit on the edge of the grass there or just took a weird bounce in the dirt.
Yep. So you got bases loaded still here for Big Stone as Carter Lee comes through with a pinch hit, or not pinch hit single, but a clutch hit single is what I was going to try and say.
Big Stone just chipping away here. Now 10-3.
So Connor Danielson struck out in his first at bat. Swung on, foul tip right back into Jack's glove. Strike two.
Again, this is another situation where you'd like to try and get out of this inning here down towards the bottom of the order.
Swung on and missed. Strike three. Another strikeout here for Zock here. That's two on Danielson.
Is that his third strikeout?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strikeouts for Zock here. And so all 5 outs he's gotten have been by strikeout, Brian. Excuse me. I'm missing an inning. Sorry. So one, scratch that thought there, folks. There's a swung on and miss there. It's Isaac Brown at the plate right now. I was thinking we'd only played 2 innings, but we're in the third.
In third here.
Yep. So 5 out of the 8 outs so far have been by strikeout. There's a pickoff move, and they got him that time.
Yep.
And that time it looked pretty good here. We seen that one coming. I saw Caden flying over to the second base there, and they caught the runner at second base, Kirchberg, for the out. So the Post 20 boys get out of the inning there, but they do allow 2 at 2.5 innings of play. Big Stone 3, Wahpeton 10. Back after this.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Hey, we want to thank Digital Guru for stepping on board here this summer and being a sponsor with Three Borders Sports Network. We appreciate Digital Guru and the crew down there. And they've been offering all kinds of computer support, cloud services, home and business computer support, web services, audio, video needs, network services, and they're located right in downtown Wahpeton on beautiful Dakota Avenue. Digital Guru stepping on board. You got a lot of stuff down there, Brian. You and I have been down there a few times, bought a few things.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think they just sell computers down there, but they offer a lot of services to businesses in town, and I think it's a place that gets overlooked sometimes. And they'd have just about everything that you need as far as IT services. So a great place right here in Wahpeton.
Yep, Digital Guru. Thank you, guys. Yes, we got a pinch hitter here to lead off the bottom of the third for Wahpeton. It's going to be number 15, Keegan Lynch. Going to get a little pinch hit action here for Jackson Fleeflet. And the re-entry rule is allowed here in this tournament as Keegan pulls that one foul. Nice left-handed grab there by Coach Kappas down there. Wow.
Look at him working the skills.
Get
him
go
over there in that Bucks lineup.
Gosh, dang it. Yeah, we got to mention the Breckenridge Bucks, too. They're having a nice season so far. Swung on and missed, and strike 2 now to Keegan Lynch. So Fleetfoot getting a little relief here as Keegan Lynch comes in to pinch hit for him. And the pitch goes just off the corner outside by Hunter Merritt. 2-2 now to Keegan. Pizza oven's going down there. I'm sure the burgers and stuff are frying. Hot dogs, brats. Swung on a miss there by Keegan, so a strikeout.
Making me hungry. I mean,
and you know what? Tim Stiles and Fairmont Lockers provided the meat, and that's good stuff down there. You should have seen them burgers. Them burgers are at least an inch thick.
Really?
At least.
I don't know if I can. Well, I might have one.
You might?
Well, we'll see.
All right, Jaden King steps up to the plate, the right fielder.
Problem is you have one, you don't have two.
Yep. Jaden singled and scored and reached on an error and scored. That one's outside and bounces back to the pads. As giving chase to that one is Caden Hockert. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jaden King. And Merritt delivers the pitch, and it's swung on and missed by Jaden King. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll get a nice crowd here at John Randall. The next game here coming up will be Fergus Falls and Billings, Montana. So Billings making the trip, and that one's fouled back up over the net, so it'll be strike 2 to Jaden King. So today it'll be Fergus Falls versus Billings, Montana. Then it's Lemoore, North Dakota, and Detroit Lakes. And at 3:30 it'll be Breckenridge and Wahpeton B. And Merritt set to deliver. That's check swing, but he's going to say he went around, and it was strike 3. So Jaden King retired on strikes. So Gavin Schroeder comes to the plate now. Schroeder, so far today, grounded out and a sac fly. So 0 for 1 for Gavin today so far. Swung on and missed. And then at 3:30 again, Breckenridge will be playing here in Wahpeton B. And then at 6 p.m., Fergus Falls will play their second game of the day against Big Stone, their second game of the day. And then the final game of the night will be Wahpeton B versus Lemoore. And then we start all over again tomorrow at 8 a.m. And they are using the pitch count rule here, the American Legion Baseball pitch count rule. So, again, we're not keeping track up here in the booth that I'm aware of. That one sails outside there for Merritt. So, ball 1 and strike 2 to Gavin Schroeder. So far, Merritt's had a good inning here in the bottom of the third. It's 2 strikeouts for him. And then each one's outside 2-2, and each team, wherever they place in their pool, they will play for that place in the tournament games on Sunday, starting again at 8 a.m. on Sunday. Swung on, pulled to the shortstop. Danielson picks it up over to Mueller on the long throw, and they got him at first base as Schroeder had it hustled out down there, but the call was out on the ground ball to shortstop. So a 6-3 retirement here for Big Stone at the end of 3 innings of play. Big Stone 3, Wahpeton 10. We'll be right back after this. The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, Because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Hey, we want to thank the City of Wahpeton for stepping up here on Three Borders Sports Network. City of Wahpeton, Brian, they got a lot of good things going on here, and part of it is Chehinkapa Park down here and all the great things we got going on down here. City of Wahpeton's got a lot of things to offer, and great shopping downtown, and a lot of things going on in town here.
It's a great place to live, great place to work.
City of Wahpeton, thank you very much for being a sponsor on our summer broadcasts, and that one's out to Ulick in center field, and he'll make the squeeze on the fly ball by Isaac Brown, retired by Tori Ulick. I wonder if Will's watching at the office or if he's here. I haven't seen him here, so he's probably watching at the office too. Will Ulick and Thrivent, one of our sponsors. If you're watching here on Three Borders Sports Network today, if you're from Big Stone, give us a shout. You can shoot me a text at 701. There's a bunt attempt there by Tando. You can shoot me a text at 701-640-2619. I'll try to give you the shout out. Again, 701-640-2619. Swung on and missed by Tando. In the bottom of the order here, Zoc doesn't seem to have too much trouble with, but when he gets to the top of the order and they're coming up next, could be an issue. That's where all the runs and hits are generated, and Tando swings through that one and retired on strikes for the second time. That's the 6th strikeout recorded by Zoc. It's going to bring up Merritt now.
And here we are back to the top of the order, Joe, where Big Stone's been able to generate some runs. Those first 3 batters have found their way on base both times that they've been at the plate.
Speaking of that, Hunter Merritt singled and walked and scored both times. He's got 2 of the 3 runs for Big Stone. And the pitch was just outside. It's ball. Wahpeton A-Legion plays both of their games, their 2 games, tomorrow in a doubleheader, basically, at 6 p.m. and 8:30 tomorrow. So this is their only game of the day here at 8 a.m. So the boys were here before I was here. I was here at 7 this morning. You were here at 7 this morning, and they were here before us.
And I beat you here this morning.
I know you did.
That
don't happen too often.
No, not really.
Not trying to be.
Not really.
There's a strike right down the middle there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, they'll have those late games tomorrow.
Yep. And again, it all depends here where everybody sits after pool play, and that one's outside, and a walk again issued to the leadoff hitter.
Just these innings seem to repeat themselves here as the top of the order for Big Stone comes up.
So here comes Carter Powell. He's singled twice. He's 2 for 2 on the day. He singled twice and scored once.
The only difference here, is 2 out now, where in those first 2 innings there was nobody out.
Pickoff move from the lefty over to Hoffman. Is diving back in safely is Merritt.
Big Stone was able to load those bases.
After I'm looking through the rules here, Brian, too, you asked me a question earlier about if they're going to start early. It says after the first game of the day on Friday and Saturday, games will start 30 minutes after the previous game, if possible. That one's popped up into the second base side, drifting back, and Lynch drops that one as he went into second base for the post 20 guys, and Keegan Lynch dropping back there, hit the lip of the outfield and dropped the ball.
I think it looked like when that ball came down into his glove, Jaden King was right behind him, and they were trying to avoid each other there right on the edge.
So Hockert, I didn't mention there, Hockert went over to third base. I forgot to look there. I thought Keegan was just going to pinch hit, but Hockert went to third base. And Keegan Lynch at second base. There's a swing and a miss there by Josh Mueller. So runners at first and second now, 2 outs. So I got to change my defense around here, Brian. Hockert at second or third. Driven to the left side, and Kappas from his knees over to first base. Couldn't quite make the throw in time there. Caden got up, looked at third, couldn't get there, and he went over to first. And not in time there. Now, again, Brian, bases loaded.
Bases loaded here again with the top of this order. Now, 2 outs, though. Kappas with a great diving stop there to prevent that ball from going out in the outfield. And almost making a throw from his knees.
Got to give him a base hit there deep in the hole. And there's another pull to the left side. Hockert picks it up at third base, over to first base to Hoffman. And post 20 gets out of it without no runs scored here on the ground out by Drew Boots. So that'll retire the side on the 5-3 ground ball. The Big Stone City, South Dakota guys threaten here with bases loaded in the top of the fourth, but score none here on the defensive efforts by Wahpeton. 3.5 complete, 10-3 in favor of Wahpeton.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Looks like we got another call to the pen here, Brian, as stepping on to pitch for the Big Stone guys is going to be Drew Boots coming in from center field. And I see if I can get through my binoculars here to see who went out to center field. I hope if I turn them around the right way, Brian. Got to look through the binoculars at the right end.
Yeah, they don't work that way.
And moving out to center field is going to be Carter Powell. So Powell goes out to center, then I would assume Merritt went back to third. We'll see if we can't see a number there yet, but I see Merritt standing there, so I'm guessing he went back to third base. So we'll say that Merritt moves over to third base. Powell out to center. And now pitching is Boots. So here comes Caden Hockert, I believe, for the post 20 guys. Hartman, they don't have nicknames. You can't say.
Yeah, like the girls' basketball team? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Almost everybody's got a nickname on that team?
Yeah, that too. There's a drive to short, and that's under the glove over of Danielson at shortstop. That's going to go out in the left center. Hockert makes a big turn at first, and he reaches on the air.
Yeah, Danielson just looked like he maybe wasn't ready for that thing. And
it was a hot one.
Yeah, it was hot and just slipped right under his glove.
So Hockert reaches on the air. Going to bring up the designated hitter now, Riley Timian. See if they, after 4 innings here, let's see if Coach Kappas wants to turn on the offense here and see if he can get that 8-run roll. That one's grounded to third for a base hit, and here comes hustling to third is Hockert. Good hustle by Hockert, and Timian smartly goes to second base. So runners at second and third here on that base hit by Timian.
Yeah, post 20 just continue to be aggressive on the pads. And now runners at second and third here. 10-3 lead. They want to get into that 8-run margin. See if they can finish this one early when they get into the fifth.
Yep, or 12 after 4, so they've got to score a few more runs. But Hoffman comes up swinging. Lines that one to third base. Picking it up as Merritt over to first base in time. Nice play by Merritt.
Yeah, Merritt doing a good job of checking the runner there, making the play over the first base. A nice stab to kick that ball. And great play there by Merritt at third.
So post 20 comes up swinging the bats right away here on first pitches by Drew Boots. So he must be grooving those pitches pretty well for post 20. But again, that's going to bring up now Jack Rittenauer, the catcher, with one out, runners at second and third.
Big Stone on their third pitcher of the game. Boots started in center field.
I'll give a quick shout out here to call strike in the outside corner to Phil McIver. Phil and I had a nice chat here a few days ago, and he asked us some questions about our scoreboard. And that's another investment we're going to make, Brian.
Yeah, it is.
I told Phil that. He didn't realize that. He didn't realize that it took that much work to get a pitch count, and the clock for basketball.
Yeah.
We're looking at doing something there.
Yeah. You have to have something that's kind of all encompassing, and it's a big purchase for us. So we're always looking for sponsors to sponsor that, and hopefully we'll be able to get that here on our next season as we start fall sports.
It's got to be what do you call it, a score box or a box that talks to the scoreboard.
Right, that's the thing too. It has to talk to the scoreboard. Doesn't always talk to every single manufacturer, although there's one manufacturer that has kind of not the market cornered, but a lot of people use that particular brand. And we hope to get that up and running here, like we said, in fall sports.
Pulled foul by Caden Kappas as Jack Rittenauer grounded out to the pitcher's mound. So, yeah, Phil brought that up, and I, some folks probably didn't know that, so I just wanted to mention that quick and see what we could do there. So the count's 0-1 here now to Caden Kappas. So Kappas first base open here. Kappas so far on the day 3 for 3. I got him down for 3 singles for Caden, having a good day at the plate. Swung on and foul tip there. It's so no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to Caden Kappas. Again, he's 3 for 3 on the day so far here, and we're in the bottom of the 4th. Post 20 leads Big Stone 10-3, and there's swung on and pulled foul down the third baseline. A little bit too far away for Coach Kappas to grab that one. Again, coming up next here this morning, folks, we got Fergus Falls and Billings, Montana. And then at 1 o'clock scheduled time is Lemoore and Detroit Lakes. We will be covering all the games here at John Randall this weekend. Yeah, and that one comes up high and hits Caden Kappas in the back of the helmet. And Caden will go to first base. Caden, no problem on that one, just goes down to first base. The football player used to taking some hard hits. And coach wants to come out and talk to Drew Boots, the pitcher. Joel Stottleman working his way out there. Joel Stottleman, the assistant coach for Big Stone, as Kappas was hit in the back of the helmet. So I suppose he just wants to go settle his pitcher down here and see what he can settle Drew Boots down. And that mound visit's going to be brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Stop and see Eric and the rest of the crew at Carlson Family Insurance as Tori Ulick steps up to the plate now. Base is loaded for Tori, and we'll see what he can do.
What did I miss?
Caden got hit in the back of the helmet with the ball.
I missed a lot.
Hit by pitch. Well, you have business to do, man.
Bases juiced here.
Bases are full for Tori. I think he hit a dinger the other day in Castleton, but so Tori Ulick facing Drew Boots. 1-0 count to Tori and hit him on the leg.
Yep, got him.
So we got the free run in that way as everybody advances the base, and coming home to score the 11th run of the game for Post 20 is Caden Hockert after he reached on an error. So moving over to third now is Timian. Second base is Kappas, and then on the hit by pitch is going to be Tori Ulick, and stepping up to the plate is Keegan Lynch. So again, Lynch came in for Fleeflet in the third inning and went to second base, and then Hockert moved over to third.
Second baseman, number 15, Keegan Lynch.
So Keegan struck out in his first at bat. Now with bases loaded, he's got an opportunity to help the team out. The pitch sails outside. It's 2-0.
So Lynch will continue to be patient here. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Post 20.
One of the extra inning rules here, Brian, if we do have to go extra innings in any of the games this weekend, if a game's tied after 7 innings, they're going to put the runner at second base.
Second base.
Yep.
There you
and
go.
Lynch draws the hit by pitch. So 3 hit by pitches in a row has put in 2 runs here for post 20. And coming across the score is Timian. And the 3 runners on base have all been hit by pitch. It's going to bring up Jaden King, the 8th hitter in the lineup here. 2 runs across for post 20. It's 12-3, bases loaded. So 3 hitters in a row. Drew Boots is having trouble, Brian.
Yeah, he started out nicely and now struggling a little bit.
Yeah. That one, Jaden King takes that one right across the middle there for strike 1.
Now, we do know Big Stone's down a couple players. They had some other commitments.
Yes.
And we don't know if those are pitchers or what. So, you might see Big Stone going through pitchers or changing pitchers a little bit sooner, than some other teams, just so they can save some arms.
So Jaden King pulls that one foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Lynch at first. Ulick at second. Kappas at third. 0-2 to Jaden King. Ooh, and that's going to be a called strike there. And rung up there by home plate umpire. And Jaden King is retired, as are the boys from post 20, as they score 2 but strand 3. So far the post 20 guys have stranded 7 on base, but we got 4 innings complete here. Big Stone 3, Wahpeton 12. Back after this.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
All right, we're back here at John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. I'm joined here by Brian Watson producing the show today, and we appreciate you coming up today, Brian, and doing that. I know you got other things to do here this weekend, but swinging a miss there by the leadoff hitter of the top of the 5th here is going to be Kirchberg. Appreciate you coming in today, Brian, and get things going for me and making sure I'm in line.
Well, hopefully we got everything going for you. Got a lot of games this weekend. 6 games today, 6 games tomorrow, and 4 on Sunday.
And the links will all be on our website too, right?
Yep, they're all out there. Links to all the games are out there on our website, and there's also a link posted on Facebook that'll take you to our website, and you can get to all the games.
Kirchberg swings and misses, strike 3.
ThreeBordersSportsNetwork.com.
Thank you. And Carter Lee comes to the plate, and so far he grounded out in a double play, and then he singled in the 3rd. So Carter Lee, 1 for 2 on the day. One singles outside. Singled in the 3rd. Stranded at first in the 3rd. Swung on. Chopper. High chopper. Hockert picks it up at third. Oh, and throws it over the head at first base. Hoffman. Rittenauer backs it up. He fires it down to second. And with a sweeping tag attempt there was Kappas, but he didn't have the ball. So good backup there by Jack Rittenauer hustling down.
Yeah, just one of those ones that just kind of got away from Hockert there at third. You think it's just going to be a routine throw, and you try and really dial it in there instead of just throwing the ball, and then that one gets away from him.
Yep.
But great hustle by the catcher, Rittenauer, to get down there and back it up as you should.
Yeah.
And keeping the runner just at second.
Great hustle by Jack.
Sometimes you expect those routine plays to just happen, and that's why everybody has their assignment, and Jack doing a good job of following his there.
Yep. Connor Danielson, the shortstop, comes to the plate. He struck out twice so far today. So Zock has had his number so far. Swung on a miss. The flags on the scoreboard here at John Randall Field are hanging limp, and the center field flag also hanging limp. So very, very little wind here at John Randall Field today.
Just a very, very light breeze there just every once in a while.
So strike two to Danielson.
It's going to be a really nice day at the ballpark here.
It will be a beautiful day at the ballpark.
Hopefully the weather holds for all 3 days. No rain. We've had a lot of rain here in the spring, and hopefully it can stay away, and as we start to get into some nice days here.
So the strikeout again by Danielson there, and
Now batting for Big Stone, catcher number 4, Isaac Brown.
Zock records his 8th strikeout, brings up Isaac Brown. So far over 2 on the day. A pop fly to short and a pop fly to center, and swung at that high pitch, and he shakes his head. Yes, I know I swung at a bad pitch.
Yep.
And Isaac Brown falls behind in the count to Nick Zock, 0-1.
One that you'd like to have back there.
Zock rears back and pitches that one in. It's going to be fouled out of play over the first base side.
Brown doing a good job just getting bad on that one. That one inside. Had to kind of dip his hands to get it, and able to foul it back.
So if Nick Zock is 1 strike away from completing this game here, 9-run lead, and it's an 8-run rule after 5. So if Zock can get the final out here, that'll end the game. Again, the second game scheduled for 10:30. Fergus Falls and Billings. That one's outside. Ball 2. 2-2 now. Deuce is Wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors so far for Big Stone. Wahpeton with 12 runs, 10 hits. That one just didn't ring him up on that one. And that will be the 9th strikeout for Nick Zock. He struggled a little bit there, Brian, but we'll come back with our post-game show brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative after these messages. Your final score, Wahpeton 12, Big Stone 3.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115.
Here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. And we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Welcome back, everybody, to John Randall Field here. Beautiful Chehinkava Park, Wahpeton, North Dakota. Our first game of the day here is final. And welcome back, everybody, to the post-game show here, brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative, offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for full-time employment. Who couldn't use that? Check out the webpage at www.mdf.coop. That's mdf.coop. Again, your final score here, the Post 20 defeats Big Stone City here of South Dakota 12-3. The final lines here for both teams, Big Stone with 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, and left 8 on base, Brian. And 12 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for Wahpeton, and they left 7 on base.
Yeah, Post 20 had the bats going. Like I said, it gets contagious. You know, one guy gets a hit, and another one, you have a couple triples there, and then everybody kind of gets loosey-goosey at the plate and able to generate a lot of runs. And then for Big Stone, really, you know, a little bit of pitching woes, but you leave 8 on base.
Yeah.
And, you know, with the top of that order that they have, they can be some problems for people in this tournament. Top of that order, very effective for them, able to load the bases a bunch of times here in this game. But really just, you know, leaving too many on base. You're able to get just 3 runs after really, being effective top of the order.
Let's talk a little bit about Nick Zock, and we'll talk about the offense for Post 22. But Nick Zock struggled a little bit on the hill there, buddy, but still ended up with 9 strikeouts in 5 innings, and so the lefty comes through for Coach Kappas in Post 20 and gets the victory.
Yeah, it started out a little shaky, and, you know, I think, you know, some nerves out there, you know, a big tournament and, you know, playing at home, getting the Legion season going. They've already played some games, but, you know, and just not relaxed out there to start with them. And I think once, you know, the bats started going, got a little bit of a lead, able to relax a little bit and get down to business. And threw a lot of pitches, but able to finish the game.
Yeah, it was a good game for Nick Zock. Again, 9 strikeouts for the youngster. And then offensively here for the Post 20, Caden Kappas was 3 for 3. He was hit by a pitch. He scored twice. Tori Ulick had a triple and 3 RBI, and just a number of guys. Fleeflet was walked and had a single, scored twice. Jaden King scored twice and a single. I mean, the guys just did well all the way through the offensive side of the ball. Caden Hockert with a big triple and a couple of RBI. Josiah Hoffman with a single and an RBI. Again, the Post 20 boys did well offensively today, too, with 10 hits and 12 runs.
Yeah, just a good team effort. Everybody had it going at the plate. You know, you'd like to see them clean up a couple of those throwing errors. You know, I think some of those are just, you know, just a lack of concentration. Plays that you don't typically see them make. But, you know, a good first game for a tournament here and, you know, put themselves in a good position now in their pool and see if they can keep things going tomorrow. This is the only game for Post 20A playing today, and then they'll have two late games tomorrow to play back-to-back to finish out their pool play.
And the B Legion team, the Wahpeton B Legion team, plays twice today. They'll play at 3:30 and 8:30. And again, we're going to have all 6 games today and all 6 games tomorrow, and all 4 games on Sunday. I got Coach Kappas said he'd come up and help me for a game or 2 here today, so I expect him to come up. And I got Maddie Nelson-Gira on Saturday, and we'll see what happens on Sunday. Maybe I'll be all winging it myself.
We'll see what happens. It'll be a fun weekend of baseball right here on Three Border Sports Network.
All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back. Again, check our websites for the link, correct, Brian?
Yeah, all the links are out on our webpage, threebordersportsnetwork.com. For games, all the games today, all the games tomorrow, and also on Sunday. All the links are there. There's also a link posted on our Facebook page that will take you to our website, and you can get to any game as it's playing. And you can also This game that link will still be active on our webpage, so you can go back and watch this game too as well.
Awesome. All right. You can always watch that stuff on our YouTube channel. And also, we want to thank everybody for tuning in on Red River Communications Cable Channel 125 today. For my partner, Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Your final score again in game number 1 of the day, Wahpeton 12, Big Stone 3. And we'll be back in a little while with our next game coming up, and that's going to be Fergus Falls and Billings. We'll be right back after a short break right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for watching, everybody.